You are the icing on my cake. You are the smile I can't.
Hey everyone, I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles, and we are here with Sweet Pea today, kind of for her debut video. We're going to show you guys some of the things we do to keep a toddler sitting still while you're doing their hair. So here we go. You can see that Sweet Pea is a very wiggly 2-year-old. So one of the tricks is just sort of adapting to the fact that they're going to wiggle and they're going to be lots of movement involved in working with them. So like right now, I have put her on this little chair. The chair just kind of keeps her contained, makes her feel like she has a spot, versus just kind of roaming all over the countertop in the bathroom. And one of our tricks is you are so noisy. She's a little shoe junkie. So we have just given her some shoes to play with. Here, show them how you put your shoe on. Now I did her hair yesterday, and to do these extensions it took us about 2.5 hours, and we did it all in one sitting. We did take a 5-minute break at one point just to let her get down and run around and stretch her legs. So she is a very good child as far as sitting still, like she's just used to it. So my first tip would be to make sure that you start them at a really young age. So you can use something like shoes or a toy that they really love, like a doll, for them to play with, to just kind of keep them still while you're doing their braids or their pigtails or whatever it is you're working on. And you have to obviously not care about the way your mirror looks when you're done, because you're gonna have handprints and footprints for sure. So one of our other favorite tricks is just a simple water bottle. This just has water in it. It's not anything scary, but you can see she's super used to this. We'll just give her this water bottle and she'll just sit there and squirt it in her mouth over and over and over and over while I work on her hair. And this actually keeps her really still. You can see she's super used to this. Another idea is just a simple baggie of hair bands. Now I always use the Ziplocs because you can zip them shut and it takes them longer to get into. Here, let me switch you. Do this one. It takes them just a little bit longer to get into the baggie. You'll probably end up with rubber bands kind of scattered all over when you're done. But if you get the hair done in the meantime, and then you train her to sit still just that much longer, you've successfully had a good hair day. One of the other things we use is a toothbrush and a toothbrush holder. Now this is called a Steripod, this little toothbrush clip on the top. I read an article one time that said that research has shown that like in your bathroom, if your toothbrushes are in your bathroom, there's like all these poop particles and nasty germs that get on your toothbrushes. And ever since then, I've been kind of neurotic about making sure that my family has Steripods on the tops of their toothbrushes. So for her, she loves to play with this because it's just the perfect size for her little fingers to grip the Steripod and pop it off and pop it back on. And then she sticks her toothbrush in her mouth and runs it around. The Steripod has a little compound in it, like a non-toxic compound that releases germ-fighting vapors to clean her toothbrush when she's not using it or not playing with it, which makes me feel better about her using her toothbrush in her mouth over and over and over. If you guys are interested in a Steripod for your toothbrushes, I found mine at my local Walgreens in the oral care aisle, and every like 3 months I have to replace them, so I go hunting for them again. I'm gonna actually put a link in the description box below so that you can click on that and see where the closest Walgreens to you is that sells the Steripods. So if you want one for your toothbrush, you can buy one as well. Let's move on into the kitchen. So now we've moved into the kitchen where I also style and do her hair, particularly when we're doing long styles that take me a little bit longer than like the extensions took me a while, so we stayed in the kitchen. So one of the things I use is just letting her play with the same things that I'm working with. So the brush or the comb or the elastic holder. Do you want these? Another option would be to use a computer. So oftentimes we'll just stick a computer on the table. Yeah, down, you want it down? And we'll be playing her favorite Baby Einstein or her favorite Baby Signing Time, and that helps keep her attention while we work on her hair. Another option, of course, is the phone, just the famous phone. So I have on my phone like some baby apps, and so I'll flip my phone on and give her the phone to play with, and then she can play with the apps. And she actually sadly knows how to like control this whole thing by herself too. It's kind of scary. And of course, the infamous food. If all else fails, resort to food.
Bye.
Bye. What's here? Do you want some? No. And again, I've put them in Ziplocs because it takes them just a little bit longer to pry them open, which gives me more time to work on her hair. And we try to stick with healthier snacks, you know, that aren't gonna get too crumbly and in her hair while we're doing it. Here. And there's all of my suggestions for today, huh? Can you say goodbye? Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say see you later.
See you later.
Good luck.
Good luck.